Breaking news, breaking news. Some more bangarang to the saga of Jolyan Silvera and the death of his wife, Melissa Silvera. It is understood that the licensed firearm belonging to former West St. Mary Member of Parliament and Chairman of the People's National Party's Funders Group, Jolyan Silvera, has been seized by the police. The gun was seized as law enforcement intensified their probe into the suspected murder of Silvera's wife, Melissa. Mr. Silvera was interrogated by police personnel from the JCF Major Investigation Division (MID) for several hours on Friday evening. He was questioned into the wee hours of Saturday morning. His gun has been seized for ballistic testing. It was initially reported a few weeks ago that Mistress Silvera died in her sleep from natural causes. However, it was disclosed on Friday that a post-mortem report revealed 3 gunshot entry wounds on her body and turn-up bullet fragments. The police theorizes that Melissa was gunned down while she slept at the couple's home in Stone Hill, St. Andrew on November the 10th. A team of police personnel visited the house on the weekend and conducted forensic tests. However, it is understood that subsequent to the death of Miss Silvera, significant renovations were carried out on sections of the room. Tiles were reportedly replaced, and the bed in which Mistress Silvera is believed to have slept her final moment was removed from the property, which was also repainted. Mistress Silvera died leaving behind 3 young children. Mr. Silvera has hired one of the country's leading criminal defense attorneys, King's Counsel Peter Champagny, as the police intensifies their investigation into his wife's murder. In a brief statement on Saturday, Cassie Champagny said that he is seeing no evidence to suggest at this time that his client is being treated as a suspect. Jolyan Silvera is reportedly denying any wrongdoing at all in the death of Mistress Silvera, who is the daughter of a well-known PMP activist, and the subsequent murder investigation are sending ripples through sections of the opposition PMP. Silvera has been active on the campaign trail in recent times with PMP President Mark Golding and is considered a key party operative in St. Mary. What I want to find out is that which person or which man that loved his wife so dearly, wife just passed away, and within 6 weeks you totally clear out all memory of her in terms of getting rid of the bed, renovating the room. That is just a lot to be doing when you should be mourning. And bear in mind that you have children there. I'm sure the children would have loved to have a bit more memory of mommy in her room. So it leaves me to wonder now, how good are our forensic team in Jamaica to unearth anything after such substantial renovation to the room? Whatever the situation turned out in the end, he was given enough time to totally reorganize and reset the whole crime scene. The JCF definitely need to do a press conference to unearth how such a travesty of justice could have occurred in terms of she being pronounced died peacefully in her sleep. And in this case, who authorized that? Was it the doctor? Was it the police investigator? Was it a coroner? People need answers. Now, Mr. Silvera gun is seized for ballistic tests. Trust and believe. I will not hold my breath for any significant result from that, knowing anything can happen in Jamaica, because something that is very confusing and need to be cleared up to the public is how can there be gunshot wounds to the body, but whoever pronounced her dying in her sleep peacefully did not see any blood whatsoever. Unless, where did she get the gunshot wounds? And if my guess is right, it was planned and premeditated murder this. We the Jamaican people are really awaiting the outcome of this case and their findings. Because what the authorities and the powers that be need to understand, Jamaicans have evolved from being unintelligent, uneducated people on an island. We might do stupid things, but not even scholars at the university street smart like Jamaicans. So when they're planning to give out information, make sure it's credible and it makes sense to the listening ear. Because we don't believe you. Because based on history, we have been fed so many lies. We are just so tired of people and the powers that be especially taking Jamaican people for fools. They need to remember that as a people, we have access to the whole world at our fingertips and we know it. And anything we don't know, we Google and we find out. Anything we don't understand, yes, we Google and we find out. Because in this case, everything is just so far-fetched. Woman in her bed died peacefully. No blood around her. At first they say no gunshot wound. Obviously that's why they said she died in her sleep peacefully. The person on the scene never checked to see if there was no rust, so there was nothing. And if she wasn't shot in her room, would it be then to say then that it's not any and anybody could access them house to shoot her somewhere else and put her in the bed, cover her up nicely and let it look like say she died in her sleep? It must mean say as somebody in the house partaking doing that. Tom drunk but Tom no fool. How the woman for turn up dead in her bed without inside help? How the hell that for make sense? Are we doing all these rigmaroles of how we're going to do ballistic checks and all of that? Which you done damn well know say when you're going to work it out that it is just so not possibly come out of it. How you think we the regular people who have a brain think about this? There is no way she could have in her bed dead from bullet wounds without inside help in the house. Somebody in the house have to know about it. If I know the husband, them need to investigate all those who in the house. And for there not to be any blood, apart from it could be one reason. Otherwise, the place was cleaned up before investigators or first responders arrive on the scene. We not idiots. Just sick and tired of the authorities talking and giving out information to Jamaican people like with some 5 and 6 year old people like we don't have common sense. Then here now we have King's Counsel. Peter Champagny is cautioning social media users to stick to the facts as the probe into the death of Melissa Silvera continues, noting that public discourse may negatively impact the victim's young children. Champagny and co-counsel Richard Lynch were retained by the immediate family members of Silvera's husband. Jolyan Silvera, the former People's National Party Member of Parliament for St. Mary Western, amid an autopsy revelation which concluded that the woman died as a result of multiple gunshot wounds. While I appreciate the need for transparency, Insofar as the public's interest is concerned in this most unfortunate situation, I would urge caution upon those who would want to go beyond the boundaries of facts on social media, Champagny said in a statement yesterday. One must be sensitive to all the circumstances, particularly as they relate to the young children of the family. The police investigation must be allowed to proceed without any prejudice from anyone or to anyone. Mr. Silvera has been cooperating with the investigation. I wish to emphasize that he is not being treated as a suspect beyond this point. I refrain from any further commentary, the attorney, Peter Champagny, said. The couple shared 3 children together. Their 2-year-old, one of the twin boys, tragically drowned in a pool at their St. Andrew home in 2017. 3 bullet fragments were found inside Silvera's body. The revelation came a month after she reportedly passed in her sleep. The PMP has not yet commented publicly since the latest development. A party source in the leadership said it's not aware of all the facts of the case as yet, and at this time has opted not to issue any statement. Peter Champagny, you need to understand that people in the public eyes are looking at the fact that is most odd that this lady, Melissa Silvera, was shot 3 times, but yet the onset that came out was that she died peacefully in her sleep. Of course, people is going to get rooted and grounded and voicing their opinions. Yes, people are mindful of the children, but the greater part about it is that whoever perpetrated this act was not mindful that Melissa had 3 children to be mindful of. We the people just want to see justice done, not only seem like it is being done. Anyway guys, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my platform, please. Love you all. Bye for now.